Hello. As we go through these pages that I have we'll start off with some of the Reiki illustrations that I've created over the years. These are about 15 years old. I'll be speaking a little bit too about my past as we go through this, and then after this we'll go into very quickly the pages from about 15 years ago on the Stanzas of Dzyan by Madame Blavatsky. Um, so this is some of the illustrations from my uh, Vesta Healing Reiki modality school. And so we'll just go through these as I'm speaking. I'm kind of I'm a self-declared parapsychologist, not by academia, but rather by a lifetime of practice and study of magic and the various interests of the paranormal. After all the books I've written and study and practice and so forth, but I'm not an academic psychologist of any type, and I have no psychology degree. In my sense of parapsychology is mostly that regarding the spirits, regarding spirituality, um, their psychology, not human psychology, but spirit psychology, and how spirits work. And the meanings of what the things they do. I've written several books on that and the tarot, and several books on most um, concerns related to the paranormal. Began when I was a kid. I was a little kid, and even in grade 2, I was mostly fascinated with the stars, planets, and galaxies. And as I grew a little bit older, still as a little kid, I loved UFOs and aliens and everything related to that. And those fascinations never left me, and I read everything there is to read on the paranormal in elementary school and later in high school and at the local library, and many books that I purchased as well. It's been a lifelong study for me. Um, so this is another illustration of the kinds of Reiki modalities I've created for my Vesta healing. These I took out of the bank some time ago, and they're about 15 to almost 20 years old. Um, this is about the human energy systems and how to cleanse yourself with certain rays of energy. Here's another example of the Reiki spatial expansion. Distance builds dimension. Placing a little bit of physics into visualization. Again, more sacred geometry, visualization. Visualizing as you meditate and getting closer to the spiritual forces of the universe. And another one, sacred geometry, mass, energy, understanding the physics of the spiritual aspects of physics. And so we'll just go a little bit quicker here. More on sacred geometry, visualizations. There's a pretty good picture of a sacred geometry. So yeah, more on Genesis creation of the 6 rays. You are taught how to visualize the 6 different rays of the 7 days of creation. On the 7th day, you are taught the Merkaba, how to place the Merkaba around you. And another visualization of healing the various parts of the plexus, solar plexus chakra. And another one here on the powers of human aura cleansing, aura energizing. Okay. And some more on visualizing aura energy fields throughout your entire body and how to energize yourself when you're doing healing sessions for other people. Here's another one. I'll just try to go a little bit faster on these, but again, these are energy ribbons that you create using your hands and energizing your chakras. More of the Sashama Reiki ribbons and fire serpent energy producing fields. Another one about the chakras of the hand powers, more of the Kundalini, energizing and visualizing your Kundalini energies. And now we go to the stanzas of Dzyan. Now again, I first learned of these and began reading them probably about 20 years ago, and started making notes. Some of the pages I downloaded and making notes, and so here's some. I'll just quickly go through some of these energy vortexes, the stanza 2, more of the notes that I made years ago concerning the stanzas. This is stanza 3, the highest manifesting of divinity. And so I'm just going to go through these very fast now. And again, this is stuff that I was into really studying a lot of over 20 years ago. And this is some of the very old pages that I saved, and I may bring them to light again in following videos of the future to help illustrate some of the stanzas. But we're getting, the stanzas are, after stanza 4, they start getting very complex and almost impossible to place into illustration. This just gets too complex. So I just, thought I'd show you some of the stuff I was doing many years ago. This is some. In the 90s, I channeled several hundred pages of notes, of just writing notes like this and putting them together afterward, of all kinds of astral schematics. Over the years, I've created numerous forms of pages concerning the stanzas, and I've kept them, and eventually created many books that I placed on Amazon Kindle. Okay, placed them on Amazon Kindle, many of these books, and built my website as well, showcasing all the things that I've been doing over the past, well, I'm 56 now, so probably since I was a little kid, 50 years, I guess, since I've been interested in all things strange and paranormal. It didn't develop much into a social life. There wasn't too many people at that time. 30, 20, 30, 40 years ago, there wasn't that many people interested in anything concerning the paranormal. And it's just only within the past 12, 13 years maybe now that it's really taken off, and there are many podcasts showing the paranormal and showcasing various people's ideas. And so there's probably a lot of spelling mistakes in here too, because I just scribbled it. And so there's a lot about the vortex. The vortex is the primary power of the universe. It controls everything. Of course, there is the source of the creator that is beyond the vortex, and the soul that is also beyond the vortex, but as it functions in the physical world, it maintains its connection to the vortex. And there are numerous vortices inside the human body. Scientists have discovered thousands of trillions of super tiny microscopic engines that work inside each of the cells. They're like turbines. So your body is made up of trillions and trillions of turbines of electrical transfer. And they're also known as nadas, energy vortices in the in the Far East. So just showing you again more of the images here. Almost done, I think, some of them. I don't know if I'll get to all of them here. But again, you can place the Kabbalah tree of life into the vortex as well. And that makes a lot of sense there. Stanza 3, the universe of the Sephiroth and its connections to the various forms of the stanzas. Stanza 5 gets into, like I said, more and more complexity. More and more complexity, more about the egg, more about the omphalos, the world egg of the universe, celebrated most often at Christmas and Easter. All right, I think we're almost done here. I think you get the point of these are just a few of numerous illustrations that I have done and created over the decades. So it's now Christmas Eve 2025, and just showing what I've been doing for the past most of my life. Okay, have a great one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.